Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're a young professional in India right now, you've probably debated moving to either Bangalore or Gurugram at least once. Both are absolute corporate powerhouses. But with inflation and rent totally shifting the ground beneath our feet, the calculus has completely changed. So, let's dive into the latest data to find out which city actually makes more financial sense for you heading into 2026.
Here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the tale of two hubs, the battle over rent, commutes, and transit, lifestyle and leisure, salaries and savings, and we'll wrap it all up with the final verdict. Let's get right into it.
Starting off with Section 1, the tale of two hubs. So both of these cities have completely distinct corporate identities driving their massive population booms. Bengaluru is without a doubt India's tech capital, fueled entirely by fast-moving startups and global tech giants. Over in Gurugram, though, you have a massive established center for consulting, finance, and huge multinational corporations. These distinct drivers attract incredible talent, sure, but they also trigger skyrocketing demand for everything else. Moving right along to Section 2, the battle over rent. Finding an affordable place near these employment hubs, honestly, it's practically a competitive sport at this point, which leads us to a specific question that has been absolutely shocking young professionals lately. Just how much do you think a standard 3 BHK, a 3-bedroom apartment, costs in Bengaluru's tech corridors right now? Take a wild guess.
1 lakh rupees. Literally. That is the staggering monthly rent recent reports are seeing for a 3 BHK in prime tech corridors like Whitefield or the Outer Ring Road. The very tech boom drawing people into the city is quite literally pricing them out of living anywhere near their own offices.
Now you might be thinking, okay, I'll just head north to Gurugram. Well, that won't exactly save your wallet either. A recent post from an IITN just went totally viral, basically breaking down that merely surviving in the Delhi NCR region requires 85,000 rupees a month, and that's just for the basics. It sparked a massive reality check online. So, whether you are targeting Cyber City or the Outer Ring Road, high-income earners are totally dictating the market. Gurugram's premium pockets near Golf Course Road are being pushed up by MNC wealth, while Bangalore's corridors are inflated by startup capital. The bottom line here? A premium location guarantees a premium price tag no matter the city.
All right, Section 3, commutes and transit.
If you even just whisper the word commute to someone living in Bengaluru, prepare for a very heavy sigh. Severe traffic congestion isn't just a minor annoyance there, it is honestly a defining lifestyle trait of the tech capital.
Now, here's where we see a really stark functional contrast between the two. Gurugram residents can often bypass the gridlock thanks to extensive metro connectivity and proximity to Delhi, which sharply reduces their reliance on cars. On the flip side, Bangalore residents are largely stuck on the roads, burning through both lost time and continuously rising fuel costs. This massive infrastructure gap forces a really brutal trade-off. Do you swallow that massive rent premium in Bangalore just to avoid the traffic? Or do you move further out to save some cash, only to burn hours and fuel money stuck on the road? Gurugram's metro system definitely gives its residents a slight edge in escaping this specific trap. Which brings us to Section 4, lifestyle and leisure. When the laptops finally close, the vibes in these two cities diverge completely. Bengaluru thrives on this really budget-friendly cafe culture, local breweries, and super accessible social scenes. Gurugram, however, tilts heavily toward upscale urban luxury. Between the premium malls and high-end dining, your discretionary spending in Gurugram can skyrocket literally overnight if you aren't paying close attention.
Okay, Section 5, salaries and savings.
Obviously, high living costs demand high salaries to match. Bengaluru supplies this through tech giants and startup equity, while Gurugram relies on those lucrative global consulting and finance roles. But keep in mind, your actual savings rate depends entirely on you. You know, you can drain your bank account just as fast sipping artisan coffee every single day in Bengaluru as you can dropping cash at a premium mall in Gurugram.
And finally, Section 6, the final verdict. Summarizing this head-to-head showdown really highlights the distinct pain points of each place. Housing is painfully expensive in both, just centered around different industries. Gurugram clearly takes the win on commutes and transit, while Bangalore claws back an advantage with its more budget-friendly, adaptable lifestyle options.
So, what does all the reporting actually conclude?
Well, for those prioritizing affordability, Bengaluru still offers slightly better overall value, simply because it provides a wider range of housing and lifestyle options. You can kind of hack a budget there more easily. But Gurugram's superior infrastructure, metro connectivity, and massive corporate ecosystem are undeniable draws that for a lot of people totally justify that premium price tag.
As you plan your next big career move for 2026, you really have to ask yourself which set of trade-offs aligns best with your goals. Do you need the hyper-connected, premium MNC fast lane of Gurugram or the innovative, slightly more budget-adaptable energy of Bengaluru? The source data shows both will cost you dearly, but they pay out in entirely different ways. The real question is, what is your time and peace of mind actually worth to you? Thanks for tuning into this explainer. Make sure to dive into the source material to crunch your own numbers, and we'll see you next time.